Hi, and thanks for taking the time. We're going to talk a little bit about Fishbowl Manufacturing now, and we're going to pick Simon's brains and get a little bit of information out. Simon, obviously, manufacturing is very broad and varied. A lot of your entry-level accounting programs try and cover manufacturing. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how Fishbowl takes that whole thing to the next level and the way that it delivers a solution?
Yeah, okay, Wes. Well, I guess a big part of Fishbowl Manufacturing is the bill of materials and what we offer in regards to setting up that. So I'll go a lot of the time that the businesses manufacture, they may have some spreadsheets in place where they keep all of their recipes if they're involved in food or chemicals or liquids, or spreadsheets tracking all of their batches or anything like that. So I guess what Fishbowl enables you to do is put all of that information into one system. So that means you can set up all of your bill of materials. That bill of materials could be what we call a single level. If you've got a nice simple assembly process like bolting a few things together, but it could also be like a multi-level assembly. So if your business has a process where they may, let's say you make something out of chemicals or liquids, you may do a bulk batch first, and then you decant that batch down into smaller quantities. So Fishbowl enables you to set up the bill of materials in a way that mirrors what you're doing in real life, which means you can start to report on your costing at each stage, as well as doing things like recording all the batches of the material that go into that particular production run.
Great. So I guess quite technical, but Fishbowl makes it a simple process to go through. Compliance and ticking boxes is becoming bigger and bigger in every industry under the sun. Tell me a bit about how Fishbowl deals with those industry compliance issues that are popping up.
Yeah, so a lot of our clients, especially smaller clients, where I guess, again, they may have a relatively small product line, and they sometimes come to us with the question, do I really need Fishbowl? But their industry dictates they have certain processes and boxes they need to tick, whether that be food compliance or if they're in chemicals or pharmaceuticals, they've got certain tracking of product that they need to be very on top of to make sure they meet that compliance. So again, Fishbowl enables you to track batches, for instance, or serial numbers or expiry dates, right from a raw material through a production process to a finished product and then out your door. So if you need to do that forward or reverse tracking of a particular batch for a recall or test purposes, you know exactly where that batch has gone. And the other thing that Fishbowl has in it is document attachment. So if you've got certain QA procedures that happen on the floor where you're needing to record certain temperatures of cooking or any test results against a production run, you have that ability to attach those documents into Fishbowl against that particular work order. So again, if you have an audit on a particular process, you can go back to exact work orders and see exactly how things were done.
Well, very good. Obviously, you've got hundreds of clients around Australia now. Why don't you give us some examples of some of the smaller business that you've done for manufacturing and potentially one of the biggest, so that we can get a bit of a handle on that?
Yeah, look, I guess one of the smaller manufacturing clients that we've had that I can think of is very, very simple food production. So they're a two-man band that makes spices, and they sell, again, through a couple of resellers and also even through the markets. Mm-hmm. But again, they come across Fishbowl because they'd had a need to do batch audits. Okay, so the food industry had come in and review their processes, and even though they weren't bad, they knew they could be a lot better. So they came in with us, and it was really just about formalising the small number of recipes that they have, and a little bit of training on tracking of product on the floor, and then how to record that in Fishbowl. Right up to our bigger clients, we have clients that manufacture products for the large multinationals like your supermarkets or your national chains. And again, because of both the compliance of the industry that they're in, as well as the customers that they sell to, there's a lot of demands on them to make sure they have some traceability around the product that they're manufacturing and selling. So we've really gone into those businesses. And again, it's not just about software. It's about processes that happen in real life. And I guess, again, that's why we do the training on site, because it's all good and well to have Fishbowl, which is easy to use, but until you walk into a business and see what the workflow is and the collation of data to make sure that we're meeting those needs is happening, that's where we can kind of meld real life with Fishbowl and get a really good process in place.
And one of the things that I really love is the fact that you have Australian support. So if somebody has an issue, they can call straight through to your office and speak to a human being, right?
You definitely do, yeah. So, and there's every chance that the consultant that we have on site with you doing your setup and training may be the same person that picks up the phone from time to time. So we really try to build a relationship with our clients, and you'll get to know all of our staff by name typically, and most of those staff start becoming really clear on what your business needs are, and again, because Fishbowl is software can be used lots of different ways. So we really try hard to make sure we understand the client's needs, and the support and training we give is really unique to that business.
Great. All right, so somebody's watching right now, they have a need for a manufacturing software solution. They could pick from quite a few. What would you say to them right now about taking the next step to find out if Fishbowl is a good fit for them?
Yep, again, look, the first thing we need to do is catch up on the phone and have a chat. So give our office a call, ask for Simon, that's myself. We can have a quick 5-minute chat, make sure that we're going to deliver some solutions for you, and from there we can catch up online, go through the software, again, discuss things like reporting and things that you want to see that get out of the solution, and make sure the Fishbowl is a good fit.
Great. Well, if that's you, why don't you reach out to Simon, get him online, give him your questions. He doesn't sell, he just tries to find out if there's a good fit between your need and the product. And if there is, well, then hopefully you guys can move ahead. All right, thanks for taking the time.